Hello ladies, my name is Tessa and I'm from Ripley, West Virginia. Tonight I'm going to be making for you some crispy summer squash and potato pancakes. They're going to be topped with a lemon and herb cream cheese. I know your girlfriends are going to love this appetizer, and I'm sure you will too. So let's get started. So let's first start with prepping the vegetables. We're going to get the zucchini and squash ready to grate. Cut it in half, it makes it easier for me, I've got smaller fingers. We're going to keep the skin on. We're going to wait to do the potato to last because it will turn. So we want the medium size grate. And now we're just going to start grating. So right now I am using fresh thyme. We need about 2 teaspoons of it to go inside the mixture. And then we're going to need some thyme also for the cream cheese mixture. We're going to do this first. And all you're going to do, let me get you a fresh one, is start from the top, and then you're just going to pull down. Okay, now that we've got the thyme cut up, we're going to measure it out, just so we know for sure. There's 1 teaspoon. And we were lucky, we were right on. There is another teaspoon. And a little extra. Throw in, don't hurt anybody. So now we're going to add our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients to the mixture. We've got 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. We've got 1/4 of a cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. We have 2 eggs, lightly beaten. We have our 2 teaspoons of thyme. And we're going to put in a couple teaspoons, actually 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 of a teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. And then we're going to give it all a mix. So now that we've got the mixture finished, we're going to stick it in the fridge for 15 minutes, make the cream cheese mixture, and then we're going to get the pan heated up, and then we're going to cook everything. Okay, so now we're going to start with the cream cheese topping. Of course, we're using Philadelphia cream cheese because it is the best. So this is 8 ounces of cream cheese, and I've let it set out for about 2 hours, so it's going to get room temperature, and that way it's going to be a lot easier to spread. And also incorporate other ingredients to it. Okay, so we've got 8 ounces of cream cheese. We've got 1 teaspoon of thyme, and what that's going to do is reincorporate the flavors that we have in our pancakes. And now what we're going to do is zest 1 whole lemon. And what you want to do when you zest is you want to take it just to the whites. If you put the white in it, it's going to be really bitter and it's not going to taste good. After we've zested the lemon, we are going to juice half of it. So what you want to do to really release the juices is push on it a bit. Cut it in half. And then I have my nifty juicer here that holds all the seeds, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay. And then we're just going to do salt and pepper to taste. So I'm going to say I have about, I don't know, 1/2 teaspoon of salt and probably about 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. And now I'm just going to mix it all together. Okay, now that we've mixed everything together, let's taste it and see if it needs something. Maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, maybe a little bit more lemon, maybe a little bit more thyme. Tastes great. Okay, so now we've got the chilled mixture out. We've got a pan on medium-high heat. I have 2 tablespoons of oil and 2 tablespoons of butter inside the pan. So let's start cooking. So what I'm doing is using an actual small ice cream scoop, and that way all the pancakes will actually be the same size and will cook around the same time also. And you want to hear that sizzle when you drop them. So right now I've got 5 in the pan. And if you think at any point your pan is too hot, don't be afraid, turn it down. It's okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let these pancakes stay in the pan. We're gonna wait probably around 2 to 3 minutes per side. We want them to get GBD, which is golden brown and delicious. My first batch, I've got a foil covered pan and it's lined with paper towels. And what I'm gonna do is I've got the oven at 250, so I'm just gonna keep putting them in the oven as we go. And that way they're gonna stay nice and warm and all your girlfriends are gonna love them. And I've got a little piece right here. I'm gonna taste. That's absolutely delicious. You're gonna love it. Once you let them cool, I've just got a disposable piping bag. I've got a number 12 tip because we do have everything in the cream cheese, and if you have something fancy, it might not go through. And just pipe whatever you want. I'm just doing pretty much a dollop and coming up with it. I've garnished the plate with lemon and thyme, and that's because that's in everything. Right now I'm just garnishing with thyme just to make them look pretty and fancy because all your girlfriends are going to moan and groan over it. And they're going to be super jealous that they bought the cheese ball and didn't do something like this. It's super easy and super tasty. Oops. And super pretty. Here you have crispy summer squash and potato pancakes topped with a Philadelphia cream cheese with lemon and herbs. Okay ladies, now it's time to try one. I'm actually gonna fold it up like a taco, and if your girlfriends are like my girlfriends, they're not scared, so it's okay. And plus it smushes around all the cream cheese, which is really good. We're gonna hear the crunch, which is really good. And the lemon and the cream cheese is awesome. It gives you a brightness. I hope you and your girlfriends are gonna love this. This is great for a wine and cheese party, or just to have the girls come over. Once again, Philadelphia cream cheese is great. And thanks Paula for having this contest. You want a crispy summer squash and potato pancake? You gonna sit? You gonna get up? Get up. Come on. Sit down. You have that one? Good boy. And be easy. Easy. Good boy. Oh, hilarious. He loves them too.